I am inspired mostly by nature and what I see in the world around me. Um, it may be my backyard, it may be the woods, it may be the beach, or something more exotic like I've been in the lava tubes in Hawaii and seen lava, or gone to see the aurora borealis in the Northwest Territories of Canada. So I'm starting to look for special places that I think are going to actually influence my work. As a fiber artist, I'm using a variety of techniques. I'm weaving, I'm doing felt making, hand spinning of yarn, coiled basketry, and actually sometimes including photography, my own photography, into the work itself. You know, what happens for me is the actual inspiration often will drive the way that I actually produce it. Right here, this is a piece that is inspired by the lava tubes. There's actually photography here, and it's carefully wrapped in handmade felt. So I'm presenting it almost like an offering of my experience rather than, say, pure photography. It's got hand-spun fibers in there and even some of my own hair. So what happens is first the image that I've seen and want to then kind of reinterpret for everyone else drives the actual expression. So right now I'm working on weavings that inspired by the aurora borealis that it took me about 6 months just to figure out like what technique I would use, and I had to find the right materials. I'm working with a very iridescent collection of silk and actually weaving them on a handmade frame loom. So I'll go back and forth between different techniques. When I travel, sometimes I set up a little intention for myself that I will make one basket every day on a vacation that is inspired by things that I've picked up during the day. So whether it's the beach or the woods, and those things are very portable. And so that's a quicker way of working, and it really feels good to me to be going back and forth between those things. Definitely that is intentional, and it's interesting, you know, when I was in art school, that was a whole debate. Is it art, is it craft? And I feel that the way I use these things as personal expressions about some very deep existential things, you know, elevates it to art. But I will say that I'm proud to also be a crafts person in the sense that, you know, the technique, using traditional techniques, but then kind of making them personal and more contemporary is actually what attracts me to the fiber work. I'm very steeped in tradition. I started out after art school as a Oriental rug repair person. So I feel a real deep connection to the incredible ancient fiber techniques that have been around as long as humanity. And actually, as a teacher, I teach this to my students at the high school and when I was an elementary school teacher as well, that how we craft something is very important, and that we connect ourselves to these very ancient traditions. Yes, I'm very excited this year for the first time to be sharing a new studio with people on the tour. I had a very old dilapidated garage that got torn down and now has been rebuilt and is now my studio. And it's in the back of my house and it extends into my garden, and I feel like I've created a very special place that connects me to the outdoors, and I actually do yoga out there as well, and so it's a very special place that's just my space, and I feel like I have room to grow a little bit. I can set up a larger loom that's been in storage for quite some time, and I feel like I can breathe a little bit and maybe do some larger work.